right here on the River Islands guest line. We've been excited for this all day. Logan Webb joins us here on Willard and Dibs on 95.7 The Game. Hey, Logan, what's going on, man?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
We're doing good. We're excited to see y'all play, but also it's been an off season where no matter who you root for, it's been a pain in the rear unless that answer is Dodgers. What do you think of all this that's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not allowed. So, I mean, obviously, when you gotta play against these guys, it's not great. But they're just showing that they want to do everything they can to win, and they've done a great job at it this offseason.
You've been incredibly motivated every start. We can see it just watching on TV or in person. Does this give you even a little bit more of a notch of motivation just to show them and show the world that, they still have to be able to hit what you're throwing?
Yeah, I mean, I go into every game feeling the same way, but there's always a little extra motivation when you play the Dodgers, and it's the same with the Dodgers and Padres, Diamondbacks, anyone in your division. You kind of got a little extra added motivation, but yeah, definitely. And I grew up in Sacramento. I know all about the Dodger Giants rivalry, and I got a lot of friends on that team. I'm gonna be honest with you, but it's exciting to be a part of. I've been able to be a part of it. I got to play in a playoff series against those guys, and even that was even more amplified, and that was a blast. And wish we would have won that one, but hopefully many more battles to come.
Logan, can you put a little context to the tweet that you sent right after Sasaki announced that he was going to the Dodgers when you put the cartoon up and said, time to play a little basketball, and there was a cartoon of the Monstars from Space Jam? Does that mean exactly what we think it does?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've joked around with a couple of our guys that signed there this offseason saying you joined the Monstars, and and it's just how it is. It's a great team. The good thing about that movie is the Monstars lose, so hopefully hopefully that comes to fruition and when the season comes around. But yeah, it's an incredibly talented team. I think all 9 starting guys besides the new second baseman they got has been an all-star. All their pitchers have, Cy Young capabilities, and so and their bullpen. I mean, it's just the whole team is very good, and you want to play the best, or you want to play against the best. So we get to do that.
I'm a little
4 series of the year, so I look forward to that. Yeah,
but not until June. I'm not sure, like the schedule-wise, you don't play the Dodgers till then. But as an amateur screenwriter, I'm already crafting a movie called Base Jam that involves your Giants against the Dodgers. So if you can go ahead and handle your business, maybe you could be the star of my movie, Base Jam, Logan.
This sounds good.
Logan Webb joining us here on 95.7 The Game. Hey, Logan, did I catch, I don't want to, I'm not great necessarily with being able to figure out exactly what sound effect I just heard, but did I hear maybe the new baby is somewhere right next to you?
Yeah, I'm sitting right next to her.
How's it all going, man?
It's been great. Every day, everyone always says they change so fast, and it's so true. It seems like she's changed every day for the 3.5 months right now, so it's been a blast. We just got to went to Disneyland for the weekend, and getting to see the princesses, and got to meet Mickey and Minnie. It was a really cool experience.
What about you as a father? What has been the most eye-opening thing for you?
It's kind of cliche to say this, but it just kind of changes your life, honestly. A little extra motivation to get your stuff done. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a weird thing that happens, and that's exactly what happened. And I keep thinking about the season, and she's going to be getting older, so being able to come out after a game or something and see her and smile and give her a hug and kiss, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, it's incredible. I have a 2.5-year-old, so I'm kind of close to where you are, and which makes me think about my next question, which is, what's the diaper scouting report breakdown? Like, what percentage of diapers, because it's the off season and you could be all up in there. What's the diaper percentage breakdown between you and your partner?
I would say I'm probably like 15%. I'm going to be honest with you.
That's fair.
I still got to go to the workouts and do all this stuff. So, but yeah, I would say it's 15%.
That's good honesity right there, though.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. I mean, and do you know how to swaddle and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of have to learn on the fly. You watch these videos and do all this stuff. I think I messed up a couple times early on, but you get used to it. Now it's like taking a walk.
Hey, let's talk a little Giants baseball. What are your thoughts on the off season and what may still unfold?
Yeah, I mean, you get a guy like Willie in here to start the off season. It's great. I'm happy I don't have to face that guy anymore. It kind of owns me a little bit. So I'm excited to have him here. I think got some young talent that's really going to take some steps, hopefully, and get to see Fitzy play every day at second base, and obviously you got Chappie still, and but it's been. I think that's a great start, and then you obviously get Justin. I think that one kind of speaks for himself, right? It's Justin Verlander. I think it's 3-time Cy Young Award winner, MVP, 2 World Series. So it's exciting. I'm going to pick his brain. Hopefully these young guys do exactly the same as I do, and I'm just excited to get to know him and meet him, and hopefully, I think Robbie's played with him before, says he's a great dude, and I'm just excited to get to meet him and see him.
Without commenting on the predecessor, how nice is it to have Buster Posey as the new president of baseball ops, somebody who's actually been in the squat and been on the diamond and played?
Yeah, I think he has a different perspective, I think, than most front office people do. I know there's a couple former players that have done this, but I don't think they have and I could be wrong, but I feel like most GMs or president of baseball operations don't have the same pedigree that Buster does. I was lucky enough to play with him, and I've gotten to talk to him a couple times this offseason. So I'm excited. I think he wants to get back to kind of the brand of baseball that we played when we were winning, and I look forward to that.
Hey, Logan, in all the simulated and spring training stuff that you guys do, have you had a chance to face Bryce Eldridge? And if so, what's your scouting report?
I have not.
Okay.
I probably will get the chance early in spring. Just watching him from afar. Last year I got to know him a little bit right before, kind of during this time they do camps and stuff. And I'll be at the minor league complex. And just talking to him last year, kind of asking him his goals. And I think one of his goals last year was just to get to high A and have a good time this year. And he ended up making a AAA. And, it's just, first thing I saw him last week for the first time. And, I think the first thing he said was that the off season was too long. You don't hear many guys saying that. So that's, when you hear that, you just know he's excited to get here and get going again. And, so I'm working with Mr. Wotus yesterday, taking ground balls, and I'm just excited for him. He's a great kid, and sky's the limit with all the ability. And hopefully we do see him. I'll get to be around him in spring, but hopefully get to see him on the big show later this year.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all remember when you were a prospect coming up. You were a name that we heard before you got here and all of that stuff. Maybe not to this level. He's only 20 years old and now being told that he's the next big thing. But your perspective on what he's facing with that kind of attention and pressure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I never had that attention when I was in the minor league, so I don't really know. I think a good guy to ask would be Kyle. Kyle has dealt with, he's the number one left-handed pitching prospect in baseball, and I know he's not satisfied with how he started, which it's kind of BS. I think he's done great, and he's only going to keep getting better. But I think it is different when there's a lot more pressure on you. But some guys thrive in it, and I think Bryce will be that type of guy, and I think Kyle is going to keep being that guy. So it's exciting for me. I had a little different path. I went to short season twice, and I spent a lot of time in high A, and at one level I really didn't spend in was AAA. So I think he spent a month in each place last year, so he was moving all around. I've never really seen a guy move up that fast, and but he deserved everything. Everywhere he went, he killed it, and I think he's just going to keep doing that. I think, like I said, I think he's got the right mentality. He's a great kid, and he looks bigger right now, which he's 6'7", so
right.
So it's I'm super excited for him, and obviously try to get to know him even more during the season. And we got a great group of position player guys too that'll kind of take them under their wings, and I'll let them do that. I'll stick with my young pitchers, and hopefully I won't have to do all the dirty work. Maybe I'll let Justin do all that this year.
Yeah, Logan Webb here on 95.7 The Game. And as you know, Logan, these babies, these kids, they change every day. So by the time Bryce gets to camp, he might actually be 6'8".
Exactly.
Considering what your daughter is going through. When you look at your staff, and I love that you're, looking at it from a mentor standpoint, and of course, Justin Verlander comes in as an OG, but you look at these young arms, and does it give you a lot of excitement about what could be your real difference maker in the division to have so many good young starting pitchers?
Yeah, I think, I think playing for the Giants, I think in its history, you win by playing defense and pitching well. So we kind of know that, and I think we kind of got a little chip on our shoulders. I think a lot of us that were here last year weren't too happy with how we played last year, and I think we all take our bumps. I think especially as a young guy, we had a lot of young guys that I'm super excited about. Harry, Birdsong, Rupee, Mason Black. I know Carson Wisenhunt's working his tail off. There's a lot of young pitchers in there, and I think one of the messages early on will be, it takes more than. I saw a stat actually. I think it was last year, but the last time it was only 5 starting pitchers that lasted throughout the whole season, and it was the year 2000. So, it takes more than 5 guys. So it's going to be a lot of us throughout the season, and so I hope they know that. And it's tough sometimes when if you go to camp and you get sent down early or something happens, but I look at Ramos last year. I think Ramos was part of the first cut and he ended up being an all-star. So things happen. Hopefully these guys just come in. I've seen a lot of them already, and looks like they're all ready to go. Bullpens look great. They all look like they didn't, eat their way through the offseason. So it's always good. There's always cliche. You're going to hear it a million times. Everyone's in the best shape of their lives. Best offseason yet. Everyone says it. But it's true. I think a lot of these guys look really ready, and I'm just excited for them.
Logan Webb joining us here, Willard and Dibs, 95.7 The Game. Logan, the producers found something online, and everybody's buzzing about it here. They want to know, the internet says you're legally blind. Is that true?
Yeah, without my contacts in, I can see 2 feet in front. I couldn't be. My little daughter right here would be a blur to me.
And that happened early. That you dealt with this.
Yeah, it was actually when I think it was 10 or 11. I started just telling my parents I couldn't see as well, and my parents noticed it. So worn contacts since I was, like I said, I think 10 or 11 years old. And it's in the mornings it's rough when I wake up, can't see a thing.
Will your contacts be in at 7:00 tonight when the Warriors play the Kings?
Oh yeah, 8:00 here in Arizona.
Oh, okay, in Arizona, yeah. How do you feel about 7 of their last 9 since the coaching change, Logan?
Yeah, I was, I know a couple people in Morgan. I thought Mike did a great job. I think as a Kings fan, I got friends and buddies. They're all mad at me because I was saying that was a dumb move and all this stuff. And, he brought us our first playoffs in, 20 years. And who knows, it might have been the right choice. I mean, they've been playing pretty well. It's a group of, I love watching them play right now. They're running again. They're doing all the good stuff. Seeing Malik in the starting lineup has been awesome. So it's been fun to watch every game, and hopefully tonight's another good game.
And in your mind, is the Warrior dynasty just a complete thing of the past?
I don't think so. I mean, anytime you got Steph Curry on your team or Draymond Green, I think you're still going to be fine. It's they got a lot of young guys too. So I think Steph I kind of saw his quote the other day saying, "Can't panic now," and I think that's true. I mean, it's at the point it wasn't even halfway through the season yet. I think they just reached halfway, right? Am I correct?
Yep, just passed. Yes.
Yep. So, I mean, the Kings on Christmas. If you would have said the Kings would be in the 7 or 8 seed, you probably would have laughed at me. So I feel like basketball runs happen. You win 6 or 7 in a row, or 7 out of 9, and crazy things happen. So I don't, like I said, as long as you have those 2 guys kind of running the show, I think you'll be all right.
Logan, we'll let you get back to fatherhood in a moment, but we got to have some fun on the way out the door with our big finish. Are you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay, let's hit it. Logan, 2 categories. You pick one. Do you want to do Sacramento Kings or Logan's Webb?
Let's do Logan's Webb.
Logan's Webb. Okay. Are you afraid of spiders?
Definitely afraid of spiders.
You are?
What happens when a spider pops up in your homestead or in the clubhouse? Are you a jump on the table guy, or do you go up with a napkin and try to scoop and score?
I do the napkin. I usually make my wife do it at home, but
wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I got to get the napkin, scoop and score.
Yeah. Are you a catch and release guy, or is it going to be a smash and flush?
Smash. I make sure that thing's not moving anymore.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, some like
baseball cleat.
My ex-wife was a catch and release, and she didn't like spiders, but no judgment either way. Question number 2: how do you spend your time on the worldwide Logan Webb?
Are you saying, like, what do I do on the internet?
Like, are you do you watch shows? Are you a social media?
It's like,
do you just like
that question?
Do you like Google best way to swaddle a 3-month-old? Like, when you go on the web, what are you doing?
Honestly, a lot of sports. There's a lot of sports that I watch. Big Bleacher Report, looking up stuff. I go on Twitter, X, or whatever it is, for good laughs. The internet's undefeated always.
Yep.
And then I dabble. I look at TikTok every once in a while. I think it was gone for what, 24 hours?
Yeah, 12 hours. It's terrifying.
Yeah. What'd you do with yourself?
Right?
Yeah, I don't know. My sister-in-law was panicking.
she was not alone. All right, last one. If you could be a superhero, who would you be, and would it be Spider-Man?
I think it's got to be Spider-Man. I mean, I think Tom Holland made Spider-Man cool again. I mean, it was always cool, but I think in these last couple Marvel ones, I think he made it cool again. So I'm going to go Spider-Man.
You're saying the Tobey Maguire era, which is a little bit earlier than, when you were watching it, but maybe a little bit too much of a soft Spider-Man?
No. And it's not too early. I watched Spider-Man growing up.
Okay.
The Andrew Garfield one was great too. I think the new Marvel one, they made it a little cooler. You got to work with Tony Stark, got some cool new outfit, and I think that was cool. I think he made it cool again.
Logan Webb with some serious
Great
Spider-Man
answers.
knowledge.
Great
Yeah, this is
answers.
big. Hey, bonus question on the way out the door. Why did you choose number 62?
I didn't. I didn't choose number 62. That's what was given to me. I give Brad Graham some crap every once in a while for that, but that was the one that was given to me when I got called up, and I think he asked me again after. I think it was like 2021, but I would have had to. I think you're supposed to pay for the ones that have been sold, and at that point, I think we were all invested in 62. So, I just kept it and kind of, I think I got to keep with that.
Yeah.
Keep going with that.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Hey, Logan, thank you for spending some time with us. Congrats on fatherhood. Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me.